Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Learn English Easily, the podcast where we help you speak English confidently in everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. Hey everyone! Today's episode is going to be very useful because we're talking about something you'll use all the time: how to talk about your job in English.
Absolutely, James. Talking about your job may seem simple, but many learners get nervous. Sometimes people ask, "What do you do?" or "Where do you work?" And we struggle to answer naturally.
Yes, and it's important because this is one of the most common questions in casual conversations, networking events, interviews, or even when meeting someone new. How you answer can make you sound confident, friendly, and professional.
So, today we'll cover how to answer these questions naturally, explain some useful vocabulary, show you real life examples, and even practice full conversations.
Sounds great. Let's get started.
The first thing to know is what people usually ask. The most common questions are: What do you do? Where do you work? What's your job? What kind of work do you do?
And it's important to understand the difference. When someone asks, "What do you do?" they are asking about your job or profession.
Right. So, for example, you could answer, I'm a teacher, or I work as a software engineer.
Or you could say, "I'm an accountant at a finance company." Notice how you can combine your role and the company. It sounds natural.
Yes, and if you want, you can also add a bit more detail about what you do. For example, I'm a graphic designer. I create illustrations and designs for websites and advertisements.
That's perfect. A simple explanation of your responsibilities makes your answer more interesting without being too long.
Let's talk about some important vocabulary for your job.
Sure. Some common words are profession, the type of work you do. Example, my profession is teaching. Job, your specific position. Example, I have a job as a receptionist. Workplace, where you work. Example, my workplace is a big office downtown. Colleagues, the people you work with. Example, I have friendly colleagues.
Yes, and also words like full-time, part-time, freelance, manager, assistant, team, project, client, deadline. These are very useful when talking about your job.
And don't forget verbs like work, manage, lead, coordinate, design, develop, teach, train, help, assist.
Exactly. Using these words will make your sentences sound more professional and clear.
Let's look at some simple examples for different professions.
Sure, for someone who is a teacher, I'm a high school teacher. I teach English and history. I also prepare lesson plans and grade assignments.
For an office worker, I work as a marketing assistant. I help with social media campaigns, write emails, and coordinate with the design team.
For someone in technology, I'm a software developer. I write code for mobile apps and websites. I also test programs to make sure they work correctly.
And if you're self-employed or freelancer, I'm a freelance writer. I write articles for blogs, magazines, and online platforms. I also edit content for clients.
And notice how in each answer we add a short description of responsibilities. This makes your answer clear and interesting.
Once you answer the question, it's common to add a bit more to continue the conversation.
Right. For example, A, what do you do? B, I'm a graphic designer. I create designs for websites. It's really creative and challenging work, but I enjoy it.
Or you could say, I work at a marketing company downtown. I manage a small team that handles social media campaigns.
Adding small details about your tasks, your workplace, or what you enjoy helps keep the conversation flowing.
Yes, people love to hear a little story about your work. Not too long, but enough to show personality.
Another way to talk about your job is to describe a typical workday.
Exactly. For example, I usually start my day by checking emails. Then I attend team meetings and work on my projects. After lunch, I focus on completing my tasks for the day.
That's very clear and simple, and learners can practice this using their own schedule.
Yes, and if someone asks, "Do you enjoy your job?" you can answer, "Yes, I enjoy it. I like helping people and learning new things every day."
Or, it's challenging, but I find it very rewarding.
And even if you're not completely happy with your job, you can answer politely, "It's okay. I'm learning a lot, and I like some parts of my work."
If someone asks about your past jobs, you can use simple past tense. For example, I used to work as a receptionist at a hotel. I answered phone calls and helped guests with their needs.
Or, before this job, I worked as a teacher for 3 years. I taught math to high school students.
Notice how we use used to or before this job to show the past.
And you can also add why you changed jobs. I wanted to try something new, so I switched to marketing.
Another interesting conversation topic is talking about your ideal job or preferences.
For example, I enjoy jobs that allow me to be creative and work with a team.
Or I prefer flexible jobs where I can manage my own schedule.
And if someone asks about future goals, you can say, "I'd like to become a manager in the next few years."
Or I'm hoping to learn more skills and advance in my career.
This shows confidence and planning, very useful in casual and professional conversations.
Let's summarize some key phrases you can use. I work as a, I'm a at. My responsibilities include I usually, to describe a typical day. I enjoy, to talk about what you like about your job. I used to talk about past jobs. I'm hoping to talk about future goals.
And don't forget polite questions for the other person. What do you do? Where do you work? Do you enjoy your job?
Asking these questions shows interest and keeps the conversation balanced.
Now let's cover some common mistakes learners make.
First mistake, saying just the job title without context. For example, if someone asks, "What do you do?" and you just say, "Teacher." It's correct, but too short. Adding a few details makes it more natural. I'm a teacher. I teach English at a high school.
Second mistake, using the wrong verb tense. Remember, use present simple for current jobs. I work, I teach, I manage. Use past tense for previous jobs. I worked, I taught.
Third mistake, forgetting to be polite. Even in casual conversations, saying please or thank you when appropriate shows good manners.
And another tip, avoid very long explanations. Short, clear, and friendly answers are always better.
Let's practice a full conversation. I'll be the new colleague and you answer.
Hi, nice to meet you. What do you do?
Hi, I'm a software developer. I write code for mobile apps and websites. I also test programs to make sure they work correctly. And you?
I'm an accountant. I work for a finance company downtown. I manage budgets and prepare reports for clients.
That sounds interesting. Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, I do. It's challenging but very rewarding. How about you?
I love my job. I like solving problems and learning new technologies every day.
That's great. How long have you been working as a developer?
About 3 years, I started as a junior developer and now I manage small projects.
Impressive. Do you have any future goals in your career?
Yes, I'd like to become a project manager in the next few years and lead a bigger team.
Amazing. I'm sure you'll achieve that.
For our listeners, the best way to practice is to speak out loud. Imagine a colleague or friend asks about your job and practice giving short, natural answers.
You can also record yourself and listen back. This helps improve pronunciation and confidence.
And don't just memorize phrases, try to personalize them with your own job, responsibilities, and experiences.
That's right. Practice makes your speech sound natural, not robotic.
So that's it. Now you know how to talk about your job in English, ask questions, describe your day, and even discuss future goals.
Remember, keep your answers short, polite, and clear. Add small details to make the conversation interesting.
And always ask about the other person's job. It shows interest and keeps the conversation friendly.
Thank you so much for joining.